right, Self-Care Thursday, everybody.
And we're live.
And we want to welcome you back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's Self-Care Thursday.
That's right.
Got a nice, easy one for you tonight, so you can relax.
So relaxing. My friends who want to be in the ocean, toes in the sand, on the beach, this one's for you.
I know I want to do that.
Yeah.
Jennifer Mitchell's the first one on. Hi.
Hi, Jennifer. Welcome back.
Jackie AJ is back.
Hi, Jackie.
Pamela Myers-Thompson is back.
Hi, Pamela.
Christine Naveau is back.
Hi, Christine.
Jody Darian Golden.
Hi, Jody.
Hannah is playing her VR.
Okay.
She thought your bird was on her game.
I know. No, that would be Holly.
Yeah, that's Holly. Holly just decided to start making a lot of noise.
Right?
Lynn Carey from Maine.
Hi, Lynn.
Jerry Ann Hannes from Ohio.
Hi, Jerry Ann.
Ooh, Sasha Masha.
Hi, Sasha.
I like that name, Sasha Masha. Brandy Solomon Sykes is back with us.
Hi, Brandy. Welcome back.
Jennifer says, so excited my cat is sleeping under my art desk.
Aww. Just don't startle him so he knocks everything over because, you know.
One of our top viewers, Laura Sullivan, is back from Ottawa, Canada.
Hi, Laura.
She said, just watching tonight, running low on paint.
Oh, no.
Maybe got to make an order now. We can send out a kit to you. We can send out a kit.
Well, they're in Canada.
Everybody, oh, that's right. Oh, wow. Everybody who's new here, all the people who regularly join us, they know not to click on anything that says watch flip-flops in the sand.
Yes.
Okay, if you're new here and it's your first time and you see in the chat something that says watch flip-flops in the sand, just ignore it.
Yep.
That's clickbait. You're in the right place. You're here with us. We're Mimosas and Masterpieces. And we're going to have our Self-Care Thursday session. We have a nice, easy painting for you tonight. Make sure you got something to drink. Make sure you got, you're a nice, comfortable, settled environment that you can have some fun with us.
I'm stuck in between sips right now.
You're stuck in between sips?
Because Aiden made me an espresso.
Oh, he had to make the espresso, even though you said you were going to drink
espresso.
wine.
And I have a glass of wine, so I'm like, every mom in the morning.
Yeah. But he's good at it, so he likes making it for you. Marsha Thompson from South Carolina, hello.
Hi, Marsha.
Addie Sears, first timer.
Aw,
welcome.
Right,
you see in the chat anything saying about watching flip-flops in the sand?
Anything.
You're here. You're watching flip-flops in the sand. We're going to do it right here tonight, right here. You're in the right place.
That's right.
Yes, Michelle Ginger. This will be on later. She says because she cannot stay the whole time. You know how to do it. It's just, we'll have the video posted up as soon as we can, as soon as we're done.
Yep.
Abby's back with us.
Hi, Abby.
Yes, from Iron River, Michigan.
That's right. And then, yes, we'll move it over to YouTube. So if you can't find stuff on the Facebook page,
just go to the
YouTube page, and you can find it there most likely.
But you'll find it. You'll find it. It'll be right here on our Facebook page. We'll be reading off the upcoming events that we have. We got a couple of things we got to go over, but we're going to get started real soon. Addie Sears says not a clear picture. Okay, maybe you should go out and come back in. Cause I got a clear picture here. As long as I got a clear picture, then I don't know what to do for you on your side.
Oh, yeah. Just try and log off and log back in, and then just make sure everybody can hear us okay, everybody can see us okay. We're gonna get closer to the canvas too. So.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I'm zoomed out right now because we're just getting started. We want to get everybody in their situation so that they are ready, and
yeah.
Then I'll zoom in. Don't worry. Oh, good. Grandma Pat is here.
Hi, Grandma Pat.
She's ready to paint and go to the beach. So am I, Grandma Pat. I'm ready to go to the beach, too.
I'm ready for the spring. I'm not into the beach, though.
I'm ready for the summer. I want to be hot outside.
Maybe if you put me, like, in a tent with a fan on the beach, then I'll be okay.
Okay, we can work on that.
With water and something to avoid the sand.
Okay. We'll get you something. We'll work it out. We'll figure out something.
Put me in a baby pool.
Marty Davis is hi from Windsor, Ontario.
Hi, Marty.
Valerie Lynn from Ohio.
Hi, Valerie Lynn.
Yoki Pang.
Hi, Yoki.
We got Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer, yes. Saw your post of Orca. She's excited for that.
Yes. I did revise all of the mistakes. This is why I don't do those things right before I go live, because I was rushing and all over the place. So
yeah, she was trying to rush before we get to the 7 o'clock mark.
So I fixed the date. I fixed the name. It was sunrise, sunset. I don't remember. And then the promo code. I didn't check the right thing. So the promo code now works too. So
Okay, you're okay now.
I
You
think.
all right?
I think so.
Yes, Leanne Abramson. There are scammers out there. Don't click on
Yeah.
them. Just ignore them. You're in the right place. You're here with us.
That's right.
Any transactions that have to do with money, as you all know, who joined us before and has worked with us before, is on our website.
Always through the
There's
website.
nothing here on Facebook where we're going to ask you for no money and have no transactions happening.
Anything that happens, we may give you a link to our website,
Yeah,
but we won't take money through Facebook. So,
that's right.
yeah.
Sarah Billy, hi.
Hi, Sarah.
We got some first timers here. Mel Holland.
Hi, Mel.
Yes, you're going to have a good time tonight. It's a
That's
nice,
right.
easy one. We're just going to do some flip-flops in the sand with a pair of shades.
That's
Take
right.
it easy. Just so that you're a new timer, I'll let you know that we have a YouTube channel. It's Mimosas Masterpieces, one word.
Yep.
Got about a little bit over 80 paintings up there that you can do, you can choose from. And the time period is usually like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Okay, and every time we do an event, we save the video here on Facebook, and then it ends up on our YouTube channel.
That's right.
Roxanne O'Brien from Iowa.
Hi, Roxanne.
Excuse me, sorry. Anita Erickson, back with us.
Hi, Anita.
Brandy Solomon Sykes.
Hi, Brandy.
Has anyone watched Bridgerton?
Not yet. I know.
Oh, you want to watch? You know about that too, huh?
It's on the list. It's on the list.
Judith Benjamin from Orlando, Florida.
Hi, Judith.
Nicole and Cindy are here.
Hi,
They're
Nicole
back.
and Cindy.
Nick Leanne is from Canada.
Hi, Nick Leanne.
We love our Canadians. All right, we got a bunch of people
cool.
here that is joining us.
Very good.
Oh, Mel Holland says, yeah, I saw your Frank post and started following. Love the beach.
We love Frank. So I just donated so the 2 spinners that we did for the suggestions that everybody put up as to different organizations that we could donate to for anti-bullying. We did $100 to the Trevor Project and $100 to Tennessee Voices. I think it's just called Tennessee Voices.
Yes.
So we did those 2 this morning or last night. My days run into one another. I'm not sure. But I did share that this morning.
It's awesome. We got another first timer, Marsha Thompson.
Hi, Marsha.
Just watching this one to see if I can do the Orca one coming up.
Okay.
Super new to this.
No
yeah, give
problem.
it a watch. We have a good time here. It's not about the painting. It's about getting together
That's
with
right.
a community of people and just
Absolutely.
having fun. We laugh, we play, and we paint. Orca will be on February 11th.
Yep.
And that's on a Thursday. We call Self-Care Thursday.
That's right. All of our Thursdays are free.
Always
They're
on Facebook.
Self-Care Thursdays. We're always going to go Facebook Live, at least for the near future. Facebook Live.
Chadney Janija says, hello, I'm just watching. It's
Hi,
all right.
Chadney.
Just watch. See how, you want to give us a little, what do they call that? A test drive? You want to give us a test drive? It's okay. You'll see that we have fun here. We're going to say a lot of things like, it's not about perfection. It's all about expression. Okay, we got a nice, easy painting tonight, so we're going to have some fun. Are you just about ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we can
Let's
get
do
started
it.
then. Let's get started.
All right. Awesome. So welcome, everybody, especially our first-timers and all of you that always return back. We love you. I am Jennifer. Mark is behind the computer and the camera. We are Mimosas and Masterpieces. We're out of South Bound New Jersey. And we've been painting virtually since March, and I've loved every moment of it ever since.
That's right. We're coming up on a 1-year
Right?
anniversary.
I know. Isn't that crazy to even think about? Who would have thought? So
We
let's
got to do
go.
something special for that. We're going to have to check that.
When our 1-year virtual anniversary.
We're going to have a real special party.
It's a good
for that.
idea. Good idea. Okay. I'm going to go over our supplies. I always say, especially if you're a first timer, you've never heard me say this yet, it is not about the paint on the canvas for me. It is about your downtime. It's about your self-care time. Whether you're by yourself, you're not really by yourself because you've got everybody else with you live.
Yep.
Or you're just kind of with friends or family. It's taking your mind off of everything else going on out there and just focusing a few hours of time and devoting it for yourself. So we want to make you laugh. We want to make you smile. We want to, have you with us and make you part of our community because we are a community here at Mimosas and Masterpieces. You guys are all part of it. It is not about us. It is about you. Okay.
Absolutely. You just want to have some fun.
That's right. So let's go over all of our supplies tonight. So I have my 16 by 20 canvas. I have it held landscape. We will sketch before we paint tonight. I was kind of toying with let's just paint the whole thing and then paint over it, but I have a feeling that it's just not gonna. It's gonna take too long to dry before we get to those
And don't worry,
flip-flops and
Sasha.
everything.
Don't worry, Sasha, Masha. It's too much
Sasha.
light on it because we have a big bright light over
Yeah, don't
Jennifer's
worry.
head. I'm going to be zooming in a few seconds, and you ain't going to be worried about that light anymore. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. It'll go away.
Yeah, we got you.
Our colors tonight. So I'm using acrylics. Our primary colors in brown: red, yellow, blue, black, white, and brown. I'm going to use 3 brushes tonight. I'm going to use a flat brush. Now, if you want to use a 1-inch flat brush to make the background go a little bit faster, you can. If you want to use a 1/2-inch flat brush, you can use a 1/2-inch flat brush, or a wash brush, sometimes they're called. A medium round brush for filling in our flip-flops and our sunglasses. And then, I mean, you may or may not want to use that tiny detail brush for some of those little outlines. And I have a cup of water to rinse my brushes, paper towels to dry, a glass of wine or an espresso to sip. And then you'll sketch with pencil. I'm going to do it with Sharpie so that you can see it on the camera.
Right, and I'm going to zoom in. You ready to do the sketch?
Yeah, we're going to start
Just
sketching
want to give
to
some
get
more
started.
shout-outs real quick.
Sure.
Sue from Ottawa, Canada.
Hi, Sue.
Shilpi Goyle from, doesn't
Shilpi.
say where they're from, but just
That's okay.
hi.
Hi.
Peggy Hood Pridgeon, saying
Hi,
from
Peggy.
Atlanta, saying hey y'all.
Hey.
Good to see y'all again. And Laura says, Erin Bunn Paints was so hyped about you guys saying her name last Self-Care Thursday. Erin Bunn Paints. Hi. Melanie Allen from Mississippi. Michelle Ann Dufault from Massachusetts in the house. And Cheryl Boyce Moyer.
Hi, Cheryl.
Getting off work late.
It's okay.
Joining us.
It's all right.
All right, Rebecca Newton says she'll be watching the replay.
That's
she
good.
had so much fun with Frank.
Oh, good.
Just had to get some more paints and things.
And
All
don't
right.
forget, so, I mean, I know we'll go over our supplies, but while you have Frank on the brain, I am going to finish that slideshow tonight. Late tonight. It could be midnight, so it could be tomorrow by then. So late tonight, if you happen to still have a Frank painting that you haven't posted yet, make sure you get it up there for me.
Yes, please.
Tomorrow we'll be back for the Hippos Are Christmas AF painting to support
Fiona the Hippo.
Okay, Fiona the Hippo. To support our local food bank, just as Frank the Christmas Gargoyle likes to support their local food bank. We don't have nearly as much money raised as they do, but
Yes.
we're very happy to pass along, spread the, pay it forward. We're all about that here.
All right.
Let's
Go
do
ahead.
it.
I'll let you get started. I
Come
want to
on.
keep reading everybody's comments.
All right, we got zoomed. We zoomed.
Oh, yeah, of course. You know I'm on top of my game. I'm on top of my game.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with my sunglasses shape, okay? So it doesn't have to be right in the center. And I'm going to start again by saying, if I didn't say it already, my painting is not going to look like my painting, and your painting is not going to look like my painting. We are all going to be doing this differently. Mine comes out different every time I do it, and this is probably about the 12th time I've done this painting. So no stress, don't worry, relax. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be whatever. Don't worry.
It's not about perfection. It's
Not about
all
perfection.
about expression.
All right, so from the bottom of my painting, it does not have to be right in the center of my canvas. I'm going to move up about maybe 4 inches, and we'll start our sunglass shape. So to do that, I'm just going to start with a wide W shape. 1 and 2. And these U's, or for our W's, are about maybe 3 inches wide. Don't worry if your sketch isn't perfect, or you feel like this one's a little different than this one. We can fix that in painting. We just want a little bit of a sketch or a little outline to get as a guide, that's all.
Right, and it doesn't have to be directly in the center, right?
Nope, does not have to be in the center.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to kind of close off this W by just doing a slight curve line down, almost to where it kind of dips where the nose piece would be, and then kind of dips back up and around to sort of close that U off.
There you go. Michaela Brandon,
Hi,
joining in from
Michaela.
Stephenville with my friend Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
It's her first time, so hi, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah. Welcome. All right. right.
Peggy Sue St. Pierre, hey from Maine.
Hey. All right, I'm going to come over and do my right flip-flop. Ooh, and not kick my easel over. All right, so from the right side of my sunglasses, I'm just going to start right on the right side at the top, kind of bring up a slightly curved line, maybe
go.
about 2 inches.
Okay.
We're going to bring this down with another little curve here. Again, about maybe 3 inches this way. Depends how wide your flip-flops you want.
All right.
You want those flip-flops. And then I'm just going to continue this down. It doesn't have to have an end spot because we're going to kind of cover it with a little bit of a sand mound there.
All right.
Okay.
Now that's one flip-flop
Well,
so
that's
far.
one flip-flop. And then we're going to come over and do the other flip-flop. So from the left side of my sunglasses, again, I'll kind of bring this little curve line up about 2 to 3 inches. Try and match the size. And we'll just kind of curve this down a little bit. Again, about 3 inches maybe.
Want to say hi to Jess Stang from California.
Hi, Jess.
Saying my first time with you guys was the Gilmore Girls night, and I loved it, so I'm back.
We had so much fun on Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, we did. We had fun.
We have fun at everyone, though, you know?
That's what we look forward to
And then
every
we'll
day.
just kind of bring that down and around. And that's all we need for our sketch. We're going to paint over everything else, and then we'll get to details as we're painting. So
that's all you had to do for the sketch?
That's it. That's it. Easy peasy sketch.
All right, Angela Diddles Allen
Hi,
says,
Angela.
if I want to paint Fiona the Hippo painting but can't make
Yes.
it live, can I purchase and get the link later?
Yes. So what we'll do is whenever you purchase a Zoom link with us, we always save your information and we always will email you the original recording. And then eventually Mark will edit it and then we'll post that again to YouTube for purchase or for download. Just might be a little cleaner later, that's all.
Okay. And Julie Payne,
Hi, Julie.
speaking of that video, Julie Payne says, I can't wait to try a live video with you guys. I really enjoy doing the ones posted to YouTube.
Aw, see? Yay.
Yes, you can definitely join us. I'm going to be reading off the list of the events
Very
while
good.
we're doing this painting tonight so that you can join us on a Thursday. Thursday night's usually the best night because that's when we have Self-Care Thursday.
It is. Love
And
it.
we're always on Facebook on Self-Care Thursday.
All right. Let's get started with our paint.
All right.
All right. I'm going to go with this larger flat brush. We're going to rinse and dry it quick. Rinse and dry. And then I'm going to grab, I like to mix on canvas or blend on canvas. So I'm going to take a corner of my blue and a corner of white at the same time. Corner of blue, corner of white. We're going to go right across the top edge of our canvas with this.
Okay.
Horizontal brush strokes. And I want to get those top edges, top and side edges as I go. We're going to bring that blue down about 2 inches. So about 2 my brush widths here. 1, 2.
Okay.
So corner of blue and corner of white. Of course, the more white you add, the lighter your blue sky is going to be.
All the way across.
All the way across, horizontal brush strokes, straight across.
Bless you.
That's what I get for trying to sip and paint at the same time.
Well, you normally could do that.
All right, sip, paint, and talk at the same time.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
All right, all the way across with that blue. So this is just my blue and white. Now I didn't mix it on my plate, so it's a flat blue. It's kind of a little bit streaky, and that's perfect.
Right.
So again, I'm just coming down about 2 inches. If you kind of go over it a little, it's okay. Don't stress. No stressing.
Abby says, if you can't draw the flip-flop straight, what should you do?
If you can't draw them straight, so you can, let's see, I'm trying to think of a good way to give you a shape. It's almost like a rounded diamond shape. So if you kind of you kind of come up from the sunglasses on a slight angle, round the tip, come down on another angle, round that corner, come down another angle,
And then stop right there.
and then kind of stop. I mean, or, I mean, I know this is kind of, it might be a little stretch, but
yeah.
Looking at the right side one, it's almost like a 7, but with rounded edges.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. To me, it looks like a pair of glasses with some gigantic floppy ears.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. Yep.
That's what it seems like to me.
I mean, if you want to turn those into ears, go for it. So right under my blue, I'm not even going to rinse and dry. I'm just going to grab white. And I'm just going to blend white right up underneath that blue. And we're just going to keep grabbing white and come down about, let's say, maybe 5-6 inches. So, does not have to be an exact amount. About 5 or 6 inches here.
And Abby, you should know by now. There's no rules.
There's no rules.
If you want to make round flip flops, then make round flip flops.
Absolutely.
You make them any way you want. There's no rules here. This is not a class. We do what we want when we get to painting here with Jennifer.
That's right. So again, I just kind of grab some more white as I move down about those. Again, maybe it's about 5 inches, 6 inches here.
Cheryl
Hi, Cheryl.
Curtis. Hi, it's a mask with strings. There you go.
Oh, there you go too. That's smart. That is what it looks like. Everybody can start picking out different
And
things.
Pam Phipps says, looks like a lady dress.
A lady dress, a lady dress. Lady dress, lady dress. Oh, okay. Like the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, or...
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
See? Everybody's
We're
got
creative.
such a vivid imagination.
We can be creative.
Of course. This whole Mimosas community.
That's right.
Oh, Vicki Lambert writes, it's okay. She says, hi, a little late, but we'll catch up.
It's okay.
You don't have to rush to catch up.
Don't rush. So,
You need anything? You need Jennifer to repeat anything? You just let me know.
So if you want me to go over our sunglasses really quick again.
Yeah, go ahead. Go over it again.
So it's almost a sideways 3 actually. So, or I did just a rounded W. This is about 6 inches wide. 1, 2, and then from either side, I kind of dip it into the center of the top of my glasses and come and finish it up. And then it's just kind of these rounded edges here. So we were talking about what shape it is. Almost like a rounded 7.
Yeah.
So this is about 2 inches. This is about maybe 3 inches. And then I kind of just bring it down. And it doesn't quite matter where it's going to finish down here because we're going to cover it with sand, with like a little sand dune. So don't stress about that. And then we're just going to try to mimic this same shape on this side, backwards.
Okay.
Okay.
If you want to round it out, you can round it out too.
I have flip-flops of all sorts of shapes
Right,
time
there's
I've done
round
this.
flip-flops.
Every time I've done this.
Right. They got those,
Yeah,
those
more rounded ones.
Right.
Yep. All right. So after I have my white on there, I rinse and dry. I just want to get some of that blue out of there.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to grab a corner of yellow. So just a little bit of my yellow. Little corner of yellow and a little corner of white.
Okay.
Little corner yellow, little corner of white. And I'm going to work from this area here, like almost in the center where my sun is. And again, we'll just kind of brush that back and forth. That yellow and white.
Yeah, they can see that good. I'm zoomed in.
Good. Now I'm blending it out toward the sides just a little bit. But I want to kind of concentrate that yellow more in the center of my painting.
Very good.
And then I'll rinse and dry again. Whoops.
Whoops. What did you do?
Whoops. Rascal's falling over here.
No, he's right here.
That
Oh, that rascal.
rascal.
Yeah, our rascal is laid out sleep. I guess he's tired. He's had a busy week.
Well, I left him outside for like 15 minutes while we were making dinner, and then he started yelling at me.
Oh, okay. Well, he's just happy to be in the house now.
And then I'm going to rinse again after our yellow is in here. And I'm going to do the same thing with my red. So just a tiny bit of red at a time. So tiny, tiny bit of red on a corner of my brush. and then again a corner of white. So little tiny corner of red and a bigger corner of white.
Okay.
Okay, and we're going to blend that along the sides of that yellow and up into our blue. So the more you go over it, the more it will blend for you.
Those people that are new, Rascal is our rescue dog.
Ah, yes.
Who's always at Jennifer's feet. Every single time. He's never missed a time. And when we get past the 2-hour mark, then that's when he starts raising objections.
So if you see, I got a big streak of red in there. That was too much. Yeah. It's not. I just want you to just keep going back and forth over it. Blend, blend, blend. Just keep working it, and it will dissipate into your sky.
There you go. It dissipates.
There you go.
Into the sky.
There you go, honey.
Yes.
You're so funny.
I'm still working on my Bob Ross voice. It's going to dissipate.
Everybody's sky is going to look differently. That's the best part about it.
It is the best
part.
So
you could do as much or as little of this as you want to. So if you want to add more pink in your sky, grab a little more red and white and just blend a little bit more.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. A little bit more red, please.
If you want to add more yellow to give yourself some oranges, you can do that too.
Orange is always nice. Working on it.
I'm just kind of sticking with that about 6-inch, maybe, well, 5-inch maybe. Again, doesn't really quite matter. Don't worry. Everybody's is going to be a little bit different. And that's the best part about this.
Jennifer Mitchell has a question.
Okay, Jennifer.
Have you painted on mixed media instead of canvas? Is it harder to you?
Mixed media, like just the canvas board, or just on different things like a wall, let's say, or drywall, or I've painted on all kinds of stuff. So
yes, we got a mural right here down in the studio, right up against the wall. When I first met her, came down here and saw it on the wall. I was like, "Who painted that?" He said, "I did." I said, "You can paint that good? Well, why aren't you painting?" And the rest is history.
Yeah, I've painted on pretty much everything. Like I've painted on glass and tile and different boards and wood, and I painted all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, she's moved on to what is these things here that you make?
Oh, resin.
Yeah, she's painted the resin.
Well, it's not really quite painting. It's like
she's painted on bottles.
Yeah, we've done everything. Now, I really only use acrylic or enamels. I don't use oil paints. I'm not an oil painter at all. It's not my favorite media. I've tried. It's just so much work.
Mixed media paper.
Oh, paper.
You can buy those big books. That's Anya.
Oh, Anya.
Anya does that. One of our viewers.
A lot of people do that. I personally haven't done it yet, but I did buy one just to try.
A mixed media book?
Yeah, I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, we have a viewer named Anya. How old is Anya?
13? I think she's 12 or 13, yeah.
Right. She has a book, and every time she paints with us, she paints in the book.
She does. So true.
Oh, wow. Patty Flynn Spicer says,
Hi, Patty.
I'm watching and listening while I do the dishes.
There you go. Okay.
I love this so much.
Aww.
That's a cool way to relax with us.
Well, I'm glad we can chat with you. It's like you're, family. That's what we do.
Yeah, this is what it's all about.
We're real.
You don't necessarily have to paint when you come join us. You can just join us, and watch the show. We're all here together. That's what it's all about. I'm going to be reading off people's comments. We're going to be talking. She's going to be taking sips. She's going to be painting. I'm going to be reading off the upcoming events.
Yep.
We just try to have some fun and enjoy ourselves and de-stress and
that's right.
Have a self-care Thursday.
Yeah, we're definitely not those, step tutorial classes.
Right, we're not a class, we're not a tutorial, we're a session.
Yeah.
We just get together and we paint something.
That's right.
And we understand that everybody's skill level is not the same, so
right.
it's not there's no pressure here.
No pressure.
Just having fun.
That's right.
You can come out with a masterpiece, then we're very happy. And that's what usually happens. You come out with a masterpiece.
That's right.
Because we're going to ask you to send a picture of your painting regardless.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to celebrate it too, regardless. And And we're going to brag to people when they look at it and say, yeah, that's
Look at
one
what
of
they
ours. That's one of our viewers.
You guys have blown me away with
We're
these
proud of you
Frank
guys.
paintings that are coming in. These pictures
Seriously.
are so cool. And you guys did it on, talk about mixed media or mixed medium. There's pencil drawings, and there's crayons, and there's people that use cotton balls for the fluff.
There's
and
people using it digital.
I mean, some of the stuff is just so creative and unique. I mean, it's so awesome. I'm so glad that so many people join, even though they didn't feel the pressure that I don't have everything I need, so to speak.
Right. You use what you have.
That's right. Exactly.
You can always order kits from us and just go to our website.
You can.
But if you don't have that, you don't have the funds for that, then you just use whatever you can and join us. We're going to celebrate it. And really, you guys are really creative. Okay, like Brandy Hayes. She says, I'm cooking and painting.
No, there you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just don't stir the pot with your brush.
Yeah, please.
That'll be a whole new award, which we didn't even do something at the end of the year. We need to figure that out.
See that Patty Flynn Spicer says, I'm going to be painting the New Year's Eve bubbles painting this weekend from YouTube.
We had
okay.
That was
be careful because it's bubbles and then sipping, bubbles and drinking, and bubbles and sipping.
Yeah, I had lots of sips that night. That was
right.
So it was really good though. It was just a crazy roller coaster of 2 days leading up to that, and I was so happy that I was able to spend that time with you guys instead of worrying about being with family or who I can be with, who I couldn't be with, and we didn't have to travel, so that was great.
That's right. But, so I just told her, we're gonna have everybody keep drinking and making bubbles.
We did.
And every time you make a few bubbles, and you take a sip, and that's what it was all about on New Year's Eve. So be careful, Patty. Make sure you have something to drink.
All right, we're gonna rinse and dry, and we're gonna start our watercolor. The color of our water.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna rinse and dry. Again, you can keep using this larger brush if you want to, or you can move to the smaller one if you'd like, whichever you feel comfortable with. I'm gonna take a scoop of my blue, and a little tiny bit of yellow. So a little bit of yellow to that blue. Okay, so we're gonna make kind of that turquoise aqua color.
Okay.
Okay, much more blue than yellow.
And you see what you're doing right now? You're mixing?
Yep.
Susan Hughes says, so I'm new. What kind of paint do I buy to do this?
So I just use a student flow acrylic. Student grade acrylics are just fine. You don't have to have something like heavy bodied professional, nothing like that at all. So you see some of mine are a little bit more loose or waterier than some of these that are a little more heavy. Mm-hmm. I do have, so the brown that I use is a little more heavy bodied, but it's just an acrylic. There's nothing, nothing super special. You can get it at any art store. I actually like Michael's brand Artist Loft. Simple, easy. I like to stick with using primary colors, and I do use a brown or burnt sienna or burnt umber because brown is just a pain to mix. It's always hard to mix. So, and everybody's always using something different. So they're not using always the primary colors. So that's why I just like to say, grab some brown. It's just easier.
And you can always go to our website, mimosasmasterpieces.com, one word, and order a kit. And we'll send you paintbrushes, canvas, paint.
We do have kits of all different sizes and options. If you have your own brushes already, you can opt for a kit without brushes. So, yep.
When we have special events, that's what we do. We make up special kits for certain events.
Yeah.
And that's how we get people to join and paint with us.
We'll show you some coming up. So with this turquoise or aqua blue color, instead of using the large side of my brush to start, I'm going to flip it and use the side, the thin side of my brush. And we're going to try and do a straight line all the way across. Here's what happens in Jen's Horizon. So I'm going to try and step in front and make it straight.
It's not going to be straight.
Right across. So straight across.
There it is. It's not straight.
Stop! Really?
It's never straight. Come on.
Man.
It's never straight. It's never going to be straight because you're painting from the side.
I know. It's just so crazy.
Look, everybody. I'm going to zoom out.
Stop.
Okay, I'm going to zoom out.
You're going to make me laugh.
All right. Now, look. You see the one on the right? That's the one that she stood in front of and painted. Okay. Now every time when she
Not
paints
bad.
with you guys, and she's telling you how to paint it, she's painting from the side.
I'm painting from the
And she's
side.
gonna always make it tilt a little bit. Okay, so whenever you see our paintings and you look at any painting, if she just puts two of them up, you'll see which one is the one she did to get it started, and then she'll see the one that she did on the night when she's doing it with you. Okay, it'll always have a little tilt.
It does. Always has a tilt.
But she's always saying, "I'm gonna make it.
I'm gonna do it this time.
I'm gonna
It's
get
not
it
bad.
right
I
this
think
time."
I fixed it.
It's a little bit better, but it's still a tilt.
All right,
Everybody
all
can
right.
see it.
All right, so I just want to do about one brush width here. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but about one brush width of that turquoise color here. It's good, and then I'm gonna rinse and dry. Just wanna-
Yeah, see, Patty Flynn Spicer says, "Oh yeah, I'll have lots of sips.
Oh,
The
good.
last 2 weeks have been insane."
Oh, girl, you know what? Let me tell you. This last week at my job has been, so I still work full time. I've been like at my wits end. You know, there's like that is a GIF or GIF, right? There's that GIF
Yeah.
of Jim Carrey in the movie Liar Liar, where he's like he's like flinging his hair up in the air. And that is like how I felt all week long. I'm like, oh, what do you want from me? I can only do so much.
It's all right. It's all right.
But you know, those weeks, man, this was one of those weeks. That's why I love my Thursdays. I love my self-care Thursdays.
That's what
This
happens.
is more than needed. All right, so after you rinse and dry from that stripe of that aqua or turquoise color, I'm just going to grab white now. So white, we're going to come right underneath it. Start underneath. Stripe right underneath. If you happen to go over your flip-flop a little, it's okay. I'm going to try and avoid my sketch if I can. All right, so on the left side, I don't want this to come down too far. So I'm going to leave it to be about 2 brush widths, about 2 inches here. But I do want to kind of blend. So I'm going to blend that white up into that blue that we have, or the green that we have, and just pull it down a little bit. So I'm going back and forth over that white, up into my green or blue a little, and pulling it down. I'm going to do that all the way across. Back and forth over my white, up into my green, and pulling it down. All the way across.
Yeah, see, Mel Holland is saying,
Oh,
"I'm
Mel.
loving it. I didn't get my paints ready, so
Aw.
I'm using my iPad Procreate."
That's so cool. I really need to do that. That's
She said, "I saw someone do the Frank one that
yes,
way."
I saw you guys chatting.
She's like,
that
"Gotta
was-
learn how to use the tools.
That was
It's gonna
so
be great."
neat. So neat. So I'm just going to kind of, now we can sort of start to make a little horizon if you want to. Now I didn't want to go all the way across. I kind of wanted to dip this down a little bit.
Suzanne Morris Sitch says, "Blue and..."
So the blue that I made, I just did a scoop of my blue and a little bit of yellow. Little tiny bit of yellow makes it that green color, that turquoise or aqua color.
Thank you, Natalie Michaud. She said yellow.
Thank you. And then all I'm doing now is just adding more white to bring it all the way down. So I just kind of come back and forth with my white, bring it up into my green or blue color, and then just pull it down toward wherever we want it to end.
Where you put the line
right.
for your beach,
So-
for your water.
Right. So that can be really wherever you want that to be. If you want your beach to go straight across, make it go straight across. If you want it to come down a little angle like I did here, have it come down on an angle.
Okay.
Up to you, okay? So your shoreline is all up to you. I'm just going to keep grabbing white so that it gets a little lighter as it gets to the shore.
Okay.
So just doing back and forth,
Just back and forth.
back and forth.
Back and forth. So Abby says, "So what is the swag for this one?"
You know what, Abby? I haven't thought, not that I haven't thought of it. I haven't chosen it yet.
You haven't chosen.
I
what
haven't
the swag
chosen
is
it
gonna
yet.
be for this episode.
It may actually be a flip-flop necklace by Touchtone Crystal.
Oh, really?
I visited my Sparkle girl yesterday. She showed me her amazing, beautiful showroom of lots of sparkle.
Oh,
And I picked up the Bumblebee swag
yeah.
for the Bumblebee painting in a couple of weeks.
The Bumblebee painting?
Yeah, when's the Bumblebee painting? I forget.
Buzzing into Spring?
Buzzing into Spring.
That's February 18th.
February.
That's it right there. I got it on the screen.
Yes. So I picked up from her. So you guys know I love to give away swag, right? So
Hold on, let me bring it down because I'm showing them the painting right now.
it's okay.
Okay.
If you're zoomed, then that's perfect.
I'm zoomed.
So I picked up the Bumblebee necklace from her, which I saw and I was immediately like, I definitely need that for this event. This is much pricier than things that I normally give away, but
All right, let's see.
we'll just do one giveaway.
Just hold it in front of the painting.
I'm getting there. So it is a Swarovski, a Touchstone Swarovski
Hold on, I gotta move just closer than that.
crystal bumblebee for our Buzzing into Spring painting.
Can you bring it up a little closer so they can see it? Hold on, now it's like blurry.
It didn't autofocus.
Yeah, let me.
No, yeah.
No, it's like not focused. You gotta.
Yeah,
All
No,
right, leave it right there. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, because it's focusing all the way back here. That's why.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll take a closer up picture of it for you guys too. But
All right.
so I saw yesterday, and I should have just gotten it, but I saw yesterday that there's also a flip flop one.
Oh.
So I should grab that one from her. But I will post her information on the site as well, so you can shop with her.
Cool.
It is Tracy Abate Touchstone Crystal by Swarovski. SparkleWithTracy.com.
Nelson, oh, that is a precious necklace.
It's so pretty. Almost everything that I wear is Touchstone. I love the colors; they're vibrant. I love the sparkle. So even my rings and everything, it's always Touchstone.
Okay.
Since, last year for my birthday, Mark said, "What do you want?" And I said, "Maybe I'll get some jewelry," and that turned into a very large debacle.
Okay.
And a whole jewelry case, wardrobe full of Touchstone crystal now.
Uh-huh.
All right. Why don't you guys give us some thumbs up so I know you're done with your water, and we'll move on to our beach.
Okay.
Okay? I'll just
So
take you
while
guys.
we're waiting for that, I'll start reading off some of these events that we got coming up.
Okay.
Like for instance, tomorrow. Tomorrow is Hippos for Charity Paint It Forward event on Zoom. We're painting Fiona the hippo,
Mm-hmm.
and we're raising money for the Franklin Township Food Bank.
Right.
All right, so let me show you Fiona. Fiona's right there, right next to the bees. We'll be doing Fiona tomorrow. And where does Fiona come from?
The Cincinnati Zoo.
Uh-huh. But how did we learn about Fiona? Through Frank.
Well, of course, through Frank. So all of my Frank fans, my Frank the Christmas Gargoyle fans,
Yes.
kept saying, Frank is great, but hippos are Christmas AF, so we have to do a hippo. So, the funnier thing was that I had already painted this hippo.
Let me come down.
So I already painted this hippo
Right.
for a private event, which we'll end up probably posting and making this a public one eventually.
Okay.
So when they kept saying, we have to do a Christmas one, we have to do a Christmas hippo, I was like, all right, fine, we'll do that too. So lots of hippos going around right now.
Yeah, people are liking it.
But I was very touched and moved that Frank the Christmas Gargoyles page, they donated and they asked for funds for their local food bank. And we're just kind of in sync with organizations and people like that give back, that want to give back, want to pay it forward. I'll talk more about the pay it forward thing in the coming months, for sure.
How much is the fee for tomorrow's?
Tomorrow's just a $5 donation.
Just a $5 donation
Yep.
to join us on Zoom?
That's right.
Okay. And then we won't be back. After that, we won't be back until the 21st, next Thursday. Next Self-Care Thursday, we're doing Hamilton.
Yes.
You can't see him because it's right behind the flip-flops.
Just scoot it over.
Careful.
A little.
There, you can see some of it right there. That's Hamilton. We'll be right back here on Facebook to do Hamilton at 8 p.m. Eastern Time next Self-Care Thursday. And then that Friday, we have another Zoom event, which is the Hugging Snowman. The Hugging Snowman is right there, up in the top corner. Okay,
Nice
that's another
colorful
painted
one.
forward. That's for the Manville High School class of 2023.
Right.
We're raising money for them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Friday, February 22nd. That's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern start time.
Correct.
Now, right after that, Saturday, January. I'm talking about June because
Wow.
I'm ready for the hot weather. Okay, yeah, January 23rd, we're back with our Zoom with the Zoo series, but we will not be on location for that episode.
Nope.
Okay, what we're going to be doing is the rainbow boa right there that I have in the picture right now. Matter of fact, let me get both of them because they're right next to each other. The rainbow boa is right there. Okay, our Zoom with the Zoo series just started this past week.
Yep.
And it was fantastic. And we're looking forward to being back out there. But for the rainbow boa, we'll be right here in the studio, and we'll have the zoo connect with us
Zoom,
on our
yep.
Zoom feed. Okay, and then after that, the next one after that is the sloths on Valentine's Day right there. I got in a picture for you right there. We will be there for that one.
Yes, we will.
Okay, and it's going to be extra special because I did negotiate with the zoo, and they said that they will have Bean the sloth paint with Jennifer. So it's going to be really good.
Oh my goodness.
I wasn't happy with the sound quality the last time, but we'll remedy that situation. It's going to be fine. So I would suggest you join us for that. It's a little fee. And,
it's okay. We give back to the zoo too when we do these events. So, and we hope to grow and continue kind of an ongoing series with them.
And just keep in mind, when we do the rainbow boa, that's when we're going to have the drawing for the next 2 events. After that, the sloth and the owl for our VIP. Our VIPs had a great time when we did the penguin. And the penguin stole the show.
She did. She was
Bahati the penguin stole the show.
Bahati.
So for our very first episode of Zoom with the Zoo series, it was a success. It was fantastic. We had a great time. And we're looking forward to the next time we're out on location at the Lehigh Valley Zoo. That will be on Valentine's Day with the sloths. And we'll be picking for the last 2 events, Valentine's Day with sloths and
the barred
owl.
Yep.
We're going to be letting you know who's the winner of the VIP experience and come out and join us and be with us and paint with us.
That's right. All right. We are going to mix our sand color. So our sand color, I'm just going to take a little bit of this brown. So a little bit of the brown. I'm going to take a nice scoop of yellow. And we're going to take a little scoop of white to start here.
Okay.
So let's see what this comes out to, and then we can always add to as we need to. Gonna mix.
All right, just while you're doing that,
Mm-hmm.
can you please explain the teal color and the water again for Jennifer?
Sure. Yep. So I just took a nice big scoop of my blue and a little tiny bit of yellow. Little bit of yellow at a time, and then you can kind of adjust it as you need. So here's what I've gotten for my sand color so far. I'm going to lighten it up a little bit more and take another little scoop of white for that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so happy that the Lehigh Valley Zoo said, yeah, sure. Bean will definitely, he has his own canvas.
He
And
does.
he has paintbrushes. I said, that's awesome. Can he paint with Jennifer? They said, yes.
So yeah, we're definitely hoping that he cooperates for the day and he feels comfortable enough to paint with us. That is going to be awesome.
Yes, it is. It's going to be really awesome. So you
awesome.
got to come and join us to see how it's going to turn out. I tried to get them to give Jennifer like 5 or 6 penguins, and they were like, no, we can't. We need 2 people just to handle one penguin, so we can't give you 5 penguins. Even though we were there live, we were there at the Penguins Village, it seemed like they all wanted to come and
They
join.
were so cute.
They were coming up to her and everything. I was like, hey, look, come on, we can't have 5. It was like, nah, just 1. But that one was amazing, though.
That's so cool. All right. I'm going to take my sand color. I'm just going to start with those horizontal brush strokes again, kind of back and forth to fill it in, and we'll go back over it again with some highlights and some shadows and some, stippling.
And for that sand, what colors did you mix again?
I took a little bit of my brown, a nice scoop of my yellow, and a scoop of white. So just a little bit of brown in this. And we're going to come right up against my water, I'm going to kind of line my brush right up against my flip-flops.
And you're going to fill all of this area,
We're
all
gonna
this
fill the
negative
whole-
space.
Yeah, we're going to fill the whole thing in to start. And then we'll go back.
Can you say what colors you mixed again for it?
The sand was a little scoop of brown.
A little scoop of brown.
A little tiny bit of brown. You don't even need a whole lot. A little bit of brown, a scoop of my yellow, and a scoop of white. So more yellow and white than brown.
Okay. And it's better to make it light as possible because you can always make it darker.
Yeah, we're going to kind of come in with some of the darker colors. We're going to come in with some of the lighter colors.
Okay.
For now, we just want to get kind of a base color in there. So I'm going to come down. Again, as it kind of comes against your water, doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to go over it. We'll add some taps in there of like your water crashing on the surf.
Right.
On the sand.
Trust the process. You're going to show them how to get all of that done.
Yep. So with my flip-flops, we're going to kind of come right up underneath. So we want to have a little mound here that will come underneath our flip-flops and our glasses. So we can sort of fill all that in.
And it's all right if you go over the borders of your sketch.
Yep.
You're going to straighten all of that out when you paint.
Yep. You got it.
See? No pressure, everybody.
No
pressure. No stress. No drama.
No drama.
Just take it easy.
No, there's no drama in painting.
No drama in painting.
There's no drama in painting.
All relaxation. Enjoy yourself. Have fun.
That's right.
And next thing you know, you got a masterpiece on your hand. Right, so while they're going on and they're filling in their beach, I'm going to tell them about, I said January 23rd is the Rainbow Boa, where we're going to announce who the VIP winners are for the following two events after that.
Right.
But then the following Thursday, January 28th, 8 p.m., we're doing the koi pond.
Yes.
Okay, the koi pond is up there in the left corner, right? That's the koi's up there. I'm gonna run up there real quick and show them the koi pond.
Run up there.
Yeah, I'm running up there. There's the koi's. The koi pond is right there. We'll be doing that on Self-Care Thursday, January 28th. Okay, and then the next time after that, live on Facebook, Saturday, January 30th, my birthday. We will be doing the Bob Ross tribute. Okay, we're going to have a special Bob Ross tribute. Oh, you're going to put it in there? Okay. We're going to have a special Bob Ross tribute that's been a while. We've been planning it. Okay, we love Bob Ross and we wanted to tribute, celebrate him, celebrate the show. I'm going to dress up as Bob Ross on my birthday.
I can't wait.
I'm practicing.
I'm practicing.
Yeah, I'm practicing his voice and everything. We're going to have a lot of fun. You guys can laugh, have a great time.
Yes, we will laugh.
Yes. Oh, I'm going to make you laugh. You're going to have a great time. You watch. I'm going to have it all down. You'll be like, oh my God, it's like he's Bob Ross. We're going to have a good time. Okay? We're going to have a lot of fun on that day. And that's live on Facebook, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday, January 30th, my birthday. Just come in and watch. You don't even have to paint. Just come in and watch and have a good time. I already got my Bob Ross costume. I'm ready. I'm going to do it. I might grow the beard. I don't know.
Yeah?
She's got the fake beard for me to put on. But I might grow the beard. I don't know.
It is the right
I think I got enough time to grow it.
Yeah. 2 weeks?
Yeah, what? It's 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my goodness, that's not enough time.
Okay.
I'll put the fake beard on. I don't care. I just got to keep practicing. I practice every weekend his voice. Just talking like Bob. Such a nice thing. We'll see. We're going to have a wonderful time.
It's going to be fun.
Okay, now Valerie Lynn says, unless you run out of white, that is cause for drama.
Uh-oh. This is true.
Jennifer says, my birthday's on Monday. Happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy birthday.
And hi, Lisa Martin from Canada. We
Hi,
love our
Lisa.
Canadians. You've got to make a trip to Canada.
Yeah, we definitely will. Canada's in our future, for sure.
It definitely is. That's right, the Maple Leaf. That's me, Mark Maples. Gotta make it to Canada at some point. All right, so you got your beach now.
We got our beach, kind of the background, the base color, let's say, done.
The base color.
The base color. So I'm going to switch brushes now. We're going to go back to, I'm going to go to our medium round brush for the next step.
See, everybody's saying they're almost out of white, but they're not going to need that much white now after this, right?
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay. Ooh, Sasha Masha. Birthday on the 29th.
Oh.
My birthday's on the 30th. Fellow Aquarian.
Got birthday buddies.
Yeah, we're very special people. Yes.
All right. So with my medium round brush, we're going to just grab some yellow. Let's start with that. So I'm going to start with the yellow in our sky. So the reflection of the yellow from our sky into our ocean.
All right,
so I'm just going to start with some little lines of yellow in my ocean.
Okay. Just little lines of yellow.
So I'm just, instead of doing that big brush back and forth,
Yeah.
I'm just adding those little lines because it kind of gives it the illusion of like waves, like the water's moving back there.
And what brush are you using?
I'm using that medium round brush now.
Okay.
Okay, medium round brush. And you're just going to grab a little bit of white and do the same thing. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of white and kind of come over and do the same thing.
Yeah, Jennifer Mitchin says, Canada, open your borders, please.
Seriously, right?
And Laura from Canada says, you will have to come to Ottawa
Yes.
for the Tulip Festival.
Ooh, that's...
Probably won't be another one until 2022, the earliest.
But maybe that's a great thing that we can...
Plan ahead.
Yeah, plan ahead, paint tulips with you.
Yeah, with all of the COVID stuff going on right now, that'll probably be the time when everything will be back to normal in 2022.
Yeah, maybe. All right.
Right, she says Ontario is in complete lockdown as of today.
I know.
Yeah, 2022, we can plan it. We plan on still being here painting with everyone.
Yes,
so.
we do. That's so true.
Yeah, so it'll be fantastic when we can actually get back out on the road.
Yep. So you've got some yellow in there. We added a little bit of white. Now it's up to you if you want to continue those little waves of white.
Right, across
wherever.
your
Okay.
ocean.
So it's up to you. How wavy do you want your ocean? And then what you can do is if you want to add some of those other colors, like that pink or that red in there,
Yeah.
you can add those too. I don't have that on my original, but that's why my painting is not going to look like my painting.
And your painting is not going to look like my painting.
Yep, exactly. So if you want to add a little bit of that red, I would just grab a tiny touch of white first and kind of mix for some of those pinks and add some of those little pink lines if you want them in there. You don't have to add them.
Yeah, so I read off all of the rest of the Thursdays that we have for the month of January.
For January.
Okay, and then to begin the Thursdays in February is the Orcas. The Orcas is on February 11th. We'll be on another self-care Thursday.
Yep.
Let's give them a quick look at the Orcas.
I just put that up.
You just posted that on Facebook?
That's the one that I was like
I'm
messing
moving
up
all the way
as
over.
I.
There's the Orcas right there. Let me move them up.
It's the one
There
I
you
was
go.
messing up as I was finishing. Yeah.
There's the Orcas. We're going to be doing that on February 11th on Self-Care Thursday. Most likely at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Now I'll go back to our
Painting.
flip-flops.
So
There
you
we
can
go.
add as many of those little lines in your water as you want to. You can bring it all the way down if you want to. Totally up to you. Otherwise, you can leave your water nice and smooth.
That's your white caps.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you can make, it's up to you. You can have them,
You want to have a rough sea, you can
Kinda.
make some bigger white caps.
yep. Or you just do little ones kind of coming up to your surf or your shore. That's all. And then we'll begin our colors for your flip-flops. So, I have pink ones. You can make your flip-flops whatever color you want to.
Green,
You can make
blue.
them green. You can make them blue. You can make them purple.
You can make red.
So the pink that I have on here was actually pink paint. It wasn't a mixed pink. So
Oh.
my pink is going to look different than this pink.
There you go.
Again, it's always different. So I'm going to take a little tiny bit of white with my red.
Okay. Yeah, Laura says the Tulip Festival is in May.
Ooh, could be for my birthday.
Yep. That'll be great to go up to Canada.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to just fill those shapes in. So we'll start with that whole basic shape and just fill in.
You mixed it already?
I did. I just took a little bit of white and a little bit of my red and just mixed.
Okay.
You can make it as bright or as dark as you want to. And again, as you get to your sand, don't worry about it, going into your sand or not covering it, because we're going to come back and tap some sand over it.
And just a reminder, if you want to join us for our Zoom with the Zoo series out at the Lehigh Valley Zoo, in order for you to do that, in order for you to join, you have to buy a kit. How much are the kits? How much do they go for?
So, join as in, just log on. You can just get the Zoom link.
Right, you can just get the Zoom link and join us that way. But if you want to be on location live with us and paint with us.
So you can win the opportunity by, yes, you'd have to purchase a kit to be in the kind of the spinner, like we usually do our spinners.
Right.
We will spin for a VIP winner from anybody that purchases a kit for those two events.
And who was the person who, what was the lady's name?
So it was Molly Weber. So Molly was, oh my gosh, with us when we originally first came up with the idea of doing the Sloth in-person painting party.
Right.
And hung out with us for oh my gosh, she was hanging on. That event got canceled.
Almost a year, right?
Over a year. Canceled, and then, or moved and canceled.
Destroyed it and said, nope, you're not having no live.
So yes, so we didn't. And they said they would rather do, try and paint the penguins. And then, they ended up winning the spinner. Thank goodness. I'm so glad it was them, though. Because they really deserved it after holding up for that long. It was so crazy. It was meant to be. But
and they joined us live.
We had such a great time. And then the zoo chooses, they were raffling off a giveaway as well. So
right, so they had a VIP person.
Yep, they had their VIP guests too.
But Molly and her family, but
yep.
Yes,
Mom.
They came out and they got to go to the zoo and walk around and see everything, see how the zoo is. It's beautiful.
Yep. We paid for their admission to walk the zoo first.
Yep.
So that's what we would do for you guys. We would pay for your admission to walk the zoo. You get a whole new set of kits when you're with us in person.
That's right.
And then later on, if you're feeling up to it and you would like to do, dinner, a socially distant dinner with us, then we'll
take you to dinner.
Then we'll take you to dinner.
Okay, but that's a lot. It's a lot to do for a day.
It is a lot.
But the bottom line is you're gonna have a lot of fun.
And of course, you're in person with the animals and with us.
Right. They got to see Bahati the penguin live.
That was awesome.
And Bahati did a great job for us.
She did.
Bahati loved the painting.
That was really cute too. Yes.
We weren't expecting that, but Bahati was like, "Wait
really
a minute!"
Cute.
Turned around and looked at the painting and did stretch and stretched her neck and everything, was making noise and everything. Like, "Oh, this is cool."
Mark put that as part of the little clip.
Yeah,
for
little
you.
clip. Yeah, Bahati was awesome.
And when you're done editing, then I'll post it back up as a link for people to purchase the recording.
Okay.
I know you're still editing.
No, I'm not.
No?
I posted that thing on Facebook on YouTube 2 days ago.
Oh, the whole thing's done? I didn't realize
It's done.
that.
It's on
Okay,
YouTube.
then I will add the link.
I thought I told you.
You
you could add the link.
You totally may have, and it just...
Yeah, you've been really busy. That's
Yes.
okay.
Yes, we have. All right.
Judith Benjamin said, "Will you fly me in from Orlando, Florida?"
Oh, girl.
We wish. Not yet.
Not yet. I know.
We wish we could. That would be
seriously,
the greatest.
I know.
Yeah, once we get that big and famous, then yeah, hell yeah, we would fly you in from wherever. We had a TV. If this was a TV show, we had the TV money.
Yeah.
Definitely we would fly you in from wherever. We fly our Canadians in from Canada. They'll put you in a 5-star hotel, have you come and join us at the Lehigh Valley Zoo. We paint, have dinner with you.
Okay. We're gonna. Well, why don't you guys give us some thumbs up when you're done with like your base color of your flip flops, and then we'll move on from there.
Oh, okay. You need thumbs up because I think they're right on time of us.
I didn't want to rush.
I was talking and talking. I'm pretty sure they were knocking
well,
it
I
out
just
while I was
finished
talking.
myself, so I don't know.
Believe me, they're painting while I'm talking.
All right.
If anybody has any issues, they're going to
Let
tell
us
me
know.
right here in the chat. So,
You
wait a
got
minute,
it.
slow down. Come on. What are you doing?
All right. So my next color. So I just want to do a contrasting color or an alternate color, either a much lighter, or a darker color for kind of the things that go between your toes and around the edge of your flip flops. So I'm going to take a little bit of blue and a little bit of red and make a little purple. Just make a darker color here. Make a darker purple. So this is really dark, so I'm going to add a touch of white to that.
Okay.
Just to lighten it up a little. All right. So a contrasting color here. All right.
Yeah, contrasting color for your toes.
Uh-huh. All right. So up in almost the center of this kind of diagonal section, maybe not quite the center, maybe more toward the right side here. Let's start with a little curve line, maybe an inch maybe toward the center of my flip-flop.
Mm-hmm. Yes, good evening, Tammy Smith.
Hi, Tammy. My cousin's name is Tammy Smith, too.
Oh, that's right. But she's Tammy Lily.
The first time I saw that, I was like, oh no, it's not my
Right,
Tammy.
because she's Tammy Lily.
And then I'm going to take from the bottom of this little curve, I'm going to bring it to the right side with a curved line down. And again, to the left side with a curved line down.
Get a little closer so they can see.
Okay.
Yeah, see now Laura's telling her fellow Canadians that Michael's up there sells 5 packs of canvas for $16.99.
There you go.
Cheaper than the dollar store.
It is.
That's what she's saying for the Canadians.
Cheaper than the dollar store. $16.99 for a 5-pack.
Yes.
It doesn't work out.
She says it's cheaper. Sells 5 packs of canvas.
Oh, 5 packs. Okay.
5 packs of canvas.
Okay.
For $16.99.
All right. And then you can stop here with this unless you want to kind of bring this back down, which I usually do.
Okay.
So I'm going to kind of repeat this same shape on this side. So I'm going to come over, not quite in the center, but from a little, maybe ½ inch down from the top.
That's right, where the big toe
Yep,
go
where
in
my
between.
big toe is going to go. A little curved line down.
That's why it won't be in the center.
That's right.
The Catherine Cruz says, this painting gives me a warm feeling in such cold times.
See, that's why we did it. I know you guys are ready for summer.
Yes,
ready for warm
summer.
weather.
Been ready for summer for a while now.
And then we'll do that curved line down to the left and down to the right side.
Looking forward to the summer. Yes.
And I'm going to bring this strap back.
Can't wait.
Okay.
And see, when it gets nice outside in summertime, then we'll be at the Lehigh Valley Zoo. We're planning on doing something outdoors.
Yes. Yes, yes. Exactly.
Maybe they'll let us bring more VIPs, so we can have more VIPs.
If we're
come out.
outdoors, I think that's the plan. But
Don't worry, we're fighting for you guys. We're going to try to
Definitely.
get as many of y'all as we can get to come out to the zoo so we can have fun out there.
Definitely my plan for sure to have more of
Definitely.
you.
Looking forward to it.
So now it's up to you if you want to kind of make these straps a little bit wider or not. But I'm going to make mine just a little bit wider.
Yeah, see? A nice, easy self-care Thursday night. Flip-flops in the sand.
That's it.
Nothing too difficult tonight.
Nope.
I mean, I'm not saying that anything is difficult. Most of our paintings are very simple. They might, some of them look a little
Yeah, some of
intricate,
them
but
look like...
they're simple.
That's right.
But this one is really simple tonight. Just want to take it easy, have fun.
And then I'm going to use that same color, and we'll just kind of blend a little bit of a shadow. So I'm going to start in this top left corner here, and just start kind of blending in a little bit of that purple into my pink, just to make it a little darker.
Laura says next week she's doing a painting of Toothless and Luna.
Ooh.
And she said she's going to send a picture of the completing painting to us.
Yes, please. We love seeing your work.
Yep. We love seeing your work. You send it to us. We're going to post it on our page. We're going to celebrate it. We're going to brag to people and say, look what our viewers do. We do it all the time.
I'm going to do the same thing over here. So on the left side of this one, I'm going to start with that purple color, that darker color that I'm using, and just sort of start blending that in there. Blending into my pink, just to make it a little bit darker, like a shadow.
And what is this color you're using?
I used that same color that I used for my...
make the straps on your...
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, if you need to blend a little more of your pink color in there, you can always do that too. If it seems like it's too close to the same color, you can just go over with a little more of your pink color that you made to blend a little.
I'm just interested in how you're going to make these glasses look like they see-through like those on the right.
Patience, patience. All right, and then...
Yeah, so you got all these April babies talking about they can't wait till spring.
Aww.
Catherine, Laura says my mom is an April baby.
I'm a happy spring and fall person. I like the spring and the fall. I'm not great with super cold now. I mean, I like the snow, but I'm not crazy about the super cold. I definitely don't like the super hot.
Right, she likes holidays.
I mean,
okay, she starts Christmas in July, and that lasts all the way up until March.
Leave my Christmas tree alone.
We still, our Christmas tree is still up, everybody. Like I said,
Stop.
I've been telling. The last few episodes we've done, I said we're gonna have our Christmas tree up till March. All right, we're approaching February.
Taking it down on Sunday.
Okay, that's what she's saying. We still got presents under the tree. There's no way it's coming down on Sunday.
I didn't get to see my family yet.
That's right. Until we see family, that Christmas tree is going to stay up.
All right. Leave me alone. Okay, so after you have your shadow in there, you're going to rinse and dry. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of white on my brush, just a tiny bit. And we're going to do the highlight. So on the right side, along my flip-flop, we're going to blend that white in and just kind of blend along those edges toward the center a bit.
See, you know how I know that the Christmas tree is going to stay up until March?
Why?
Because Aiden ain't complaining about it. Aiden loves the Christmas tree.
Of course, we like the lights. We like the lights.
We just had friends come by real quick to get some presents under the tree. Okay, so the tree is not coming down no time soon, as long as there's presents underneath there.
Again, I took a little bit of white and I'm just kind of blending it in that corner. Top right corner of each one of these flip-flops.
And if you guys have visited our YouTube channel, which is Mimosa's Masterpieces, one word, you'll see the logo and then you'll see all these painting sessions on our YouTube channel. If you've been on our YouTube channel and you look through the paintings, you'll see 2 paintings that say Christmas in July. Okay? That's when we start Christmas in this house. We start in July. Because Jennifer's ready for Christmas once we get to July.
Jennifer likes doing presents. I like giving things.
She likes giving things out. She likes giving presents. In fact,
I'm never going to be rich. I'm going to give it all away.
If you go to our YouTube channel, look for the very first 2 sessions that we ever did. Okay? And it'll be about, if you listen to the conversation in that, it'll be talking about how she got tips for the first time ever, and she cried because we didn't even realize that was such a thing. Okay, and what did she do with that tip money? She bought all the kids presents and had me driving around New Jersey delivering presents to kids because they were talking about how now with the COVID they couldn't have a birthday party. Okay, so then she was like, okay, I'm gonna take this money I got from these tips, and she bought all these kind of things. She bought was it somebody in Canada?
Yeah, in Canada.
She got a kid in Canada who said couldn't have a birthday cake or a birthday party, and she had somebody deliver a cupcake for that kid in Canada.
That was fun though.
It was fun, yes. But I mean, this is what you do. You like giving out presents.
I do.
So if you had Christmas all year round, you'd be happy.
Sure would. My pockets would not be happy.
Like we don't care about that. We just like to wrap presents with ribbons and wrapping paper.
I didn't even get to really enjoy my wrapping this year. I love wrapping presents. Did not even get to enjoy it.
She had me driving around in all these locations and all of these addresses till I said, okay, we got to stop because people are looking at me like, who is this guy walking around the neighborhood with presents and he's dropping them off people's porches.
All right, we're going to rinse and dry, and I'm going to go to doing a little bit of my shadows here. So if you like your flip-flops the way they are, you don't want to add the cast shadow that's on the flops, you can leave it. You don't have to add those. I'm going to come and do the cast shadow just to show you where they are. So I'm going to make it a little bit darker.
Thank you, Catherine.
What did she say?
She put up the link to our YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay. So from underneath that we're almost going to repeat the same pattern that we have here. So that little curve line, we're going to kind of bring that down again. And I'll do a little curve down on that side.
Yes, Anne Marie, it's all freehand.
Yeah, it's all freehand.
She said, I'm missing this one. I just noticed it was on here. She said
okay.
She'll do it once we're done and the video is available.
Yep.
It'll be available right away.
Pretty soon. And then right underneath this one, I'm going to just kind of mimic this shape. Not bring it all the way down, but just kind of mimicking that shape for a little bit of a shadow in there. Just lightly. It doesn't have to be dark. You don't want it to be the same thickness and darkness as your original.
Right, little shadow.
Right. And then on this one, I'm just going to come under and do the same thing. This little diamond shape underneath here.
Yeah, see, Brandy Hayes says,
Brandy.
yeah, this was much needed after the day in my baby room at the preschool that I work at.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that's a tough job. I went to school to be an early elementary education teacher. I left college after going through one student teaching job. It wasn't even a student teaching job. It was just kind of like get your feel for the classroom. I was way too emotional. Just was not for me. I don't know. I love kids. I love teaching, but they were kind of like, well, you can't hug the kids. You can't do this. You can't do that. I'm like, oh gosh, this is going to be so hard. Can't do it. My grandfather.
You said you couldn't hug the kids. He was like, you was ready to hug everyone.
Yeah, I mean, that was like so hard. That was so hard. Because they're just like, they were, kindergarten
Adorable.
kids. They're kindergarten, they're first grade, and that's their instinct is they want love, they want affection, they want, and my first job after leaving college and deciding I'm not going to do the whole early elementary thing was a preschool teacher. Oh my. I thought, I'm so glad I did not spend $50,000 on that degree because there's no way. I was in and out of that job in a few months and went into corporate world right after that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was just not for me. Holy moly. I love kids, but I love teachers even more for doing what they do.
Absolutely. We got some great teachers here in South
We
Carolina.
do. We're so blessed to have such an amazing community of school assistants and teachers and everything. All right, we're going to rinse and dry after that shadow's on there. And then I'm going to go back to my white for my highlights on the the edges of my
Flip-flops?
The
straps?
The straps, yes. Gosh, lost for words here.
That's what I'm here for.
Thank you. So on the right side of each of these little straps, we're just going to bring a little bit of a white highlight in there. That's all. Just a little white highlight on the right side of each of them. Oh my gosh, Holly. She's so loud.
That's because Aiden is up there with this.
Still. Alright, and then we're going to get to our sunglasses next.
Well, at least your dog is being good. I spoke too soon. He's being very patient with
yes,
you.
Yes, he is. He's a good boy.
That's because we're nowhere near the 2-hour mark. The birds, on the other hand, maybe we need to bring them downstairs.
Oh my goodness, she's crazy.
It's like they could tell we're doing something down here in the studio.
I know.
So they're like, you know, he forgot about us. Hey.
My gosh. All right.
Yes, Abby, he's still asleep. No, not anymore. He's awake.
Rascal.
Yeah. He was asleep, but now
Don't
he's
say
awake.
the name. Don't say it.
Yeah, I'm trying not to say his name because once I do that, he's gonna be like, what? Ooh. Who's calling me?
All right. Let's go with. We're gonna take a little bit of black and a little bit of white. So super tiny bit of black at a time.
Super tiny.
Super tiny bit of black at a time. But I do want to make kind of a dark gray to start for kind of the edges of my glasses. And if you want, it could be black. It's up to you. But I'm going to make just a dark gray for the outside of my glasses to start. So dark gray. We're going to outline them to start.
Okay. I see Brandy says that she's been at the preschool for 13 years, January 2nd.
Wow, that's amazing.
And Pam Phipps says, I know what you mean. I did 2-year-olds to kindergartners most of my life. The last year, so many rules came into effect. No hugging, no disciplining, no correcting, that I had to say, I just can't do this anymore.
Yeah, my grandfather even, when I told him I was going to be a teacher, he's like, you'll be a terrible teacher. I'm like, what? That's not nice. Like, you're supposed to help me here. He's like, you're going to make sure that they're all fed every day. You're going to go home and cry every day. You're going to pass them all because you love them every day. He's like, you'll be a terrible teacher. I'm like, oh man, he's kind of right. I just love kids. All right, so just kind of giving these guys an outline to start.
Now you're outlining your shades.
Outlining the shades. And I'm going to sort of shape that inside glass area as I go. So here's what my glass area is going to look like. I'm going to try and make the other one look the same way. This is where you can kind of fix those sketches, right? Oh, this is a little wonky on this side, so we'll kind of fix that here. Almost the same. Are they almost the same? Right. All right, so we have kind of our outline of our shades. And once you have the outline of your shades, I'm not even going to rinse and dry my brush. I'm just going to grab white, and we're going to fill in with white. So, just going to keep grabbing white, so it's going to be a nice light gray on the inside of there. And if you were using black and it still seems like it's really dark, you can rinse and dry
Okay.
Okay. We just want to kind of get
Get a little closer.
a lighter color gray in there.
Now, Mel Hollins says, my degree is in child development. Over
Oh.
35 years working with kids.
That's awesome.
Started young.
That's awesome.
You know, I'm not surprised that a lot of people that join us and paint are just people that help people
Yes.
or do things with people.
Yep.
You know,
That is so true.
Teachers,
Healthcare workers.
healthcare workers.
Yeah, we've definitely
People
heard.
that need to de-stress and have
yes.
self-care the most, because they're always taking care of other people.
Yep.
Just like you.
Yep.
It makes sense. The energy is what, you know, the law of attraction makes the law of attraction work that way. Well, let's see here. On the event list, the last two things that I have to say is on Tuesday, February 16th. What day is that? That is Fat Tuesday.
Yay.
Fat Tuesday is Mardi Gras.
That's right.
So we're going to have a Mardi Gras night on Tuesday, February 16th, 8 p.m.
So when we were talking about how we like to kind of add stuff to your kits, for our Mardi Gras kit, you will receive the blingy mask. You'll receive some Mardi Gras beads.
The blingy mask?
The blingy mask.
That's what they call it?
I don't know. Sparkle mask.
so.
Blingy mask. I'm saying blingy because it's sparkly.
The blingy mask.
The blingy mask. And because I glittered my canvas, I'm going to send you 3 colors of glitter, the gold, the green, and the red, or the purple. Your traditional 3 colors.
All right.
Okay. And so all of that will come in the painting kit for the Mardi Gras kit.
Right. See, that's what I was talking about earlier about
Correct.
we have kits for special events.
Yes.
And then you got to see the painting for the Mardi Gras.
There you
Oops,
go.
wrong way. There's the painting for the Mardi Gras right there. And that will be on February 16th, which is Fat Tuesday,
Right.
8 p.m. Eastern Time.
You got it.
And then 2 days after that, which is another Self-Care Thursday, is Buzzing into Spring. And that's the bumblebees that we showed you before. That's
Yep.
right next to Fiona the hippo.
That's right.
And then the koi pond right next to them. Those are all upcoming events you see on the wall.
Yes. By the end of the weekend, you will see the Chucky the Chocolate Lab painting up. You'll see the, I know we're going into March, but I'll put up the Ruby Slippers painting.
Right, the Ruby Slippers painting with the witch and the flying monkeys in the background
Of
heading
course,
to the Emerald City.
You don't have to put those. Of course, you don't have to add them if you don't want to. And of course, you don't have to glitter if you don't want to either.
Glitter. Add them in glitter, please. You gotta put the witch with the monkeys heading to the Emerald City to lay the
I
smack
asked,
down.
and the majority of people said
They
yes.
liked this.
Or they liked either just the witch
Oh.
and no monkeys, or there was some, I don't need the witch, I just want the monkeys.
There you go. Put them both in there.
All right.
Yeah, put them both in there, the witch and the monkey.
So with the with this color, I'm gonna just grab a little bit of black again. A little bit of black on that brush. Now from the corner of my glasses, on the inside of the lens, I'm gonna do a diagonal line toward the nose area.
Okay.
So right across my lens.
I'm zooming in.
We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So from this corner of my glasses inside the lens to the nose area, just kind of a diagonal line down.
Okay.
Okay, and that's those, the handles are the handles of the glasses, or the arms of the glasses that are folded behind the lenses.
Jackie Forrest is hi.
Hi, Jackie.
Now see, we got our teachers and everybody on the check-in.
Aww.
Okay. We got Barbara Gingerich
Hi, Barbara.
saying I teach early ed at high school and college level.
Wow.
Okay. Sandra Austin Finkelstein says thanks for all of your pictures. I am a teacher and we have fun Fridays where we do the pictures in crayons.
I love
My first
it.
graders and their moms love this. It's like a mom and me paint afternoon.
I love that. We'd love to see pictures if you can gather people to send you their pictures in. That's so cool.
Right, see now Laura Sullivan says, a friend of mine uses your YouTube channel for art class. Her kids are homeschooled, so art class is just getting creative.
Aw, that's so awesome. I'm glad that we can be that platform to help. Like we've always been about putting people before anything else. Putting smiles and, sharing.
And Suzanne Bergeson
Hi,
Anderson.
Suzanne Anderson.
RN check-in from California.
Hi.
Yes, our RNs. I can't forget them.
That's right.
They going through a lot, They need their de-stress time. They need their self-care time.
Seriously. All right. Once we have those diagonal arms of our glasses in there, we're going to rinse and dry. I'm going to have you grab a little bit of white again.
And those of you that just have a little bit of white left, I think that's all it's going to be.
Yeah. You may need a little bit for in your sand, but I think you'll make it. You'll make it.
Let's use it on the glasses first.
So I want to add some highlights in my glasses. So I'm going to come around. Let's do the right side first. So a little bit along the right side of those glasses, just a little curved area. I'm going to come down the right side over here.
Oh yeah, Laura says, will we have silhouettes for the Wizard of Oz?
Yes, silhouettes for the Wizard of Oz I'll give you.
All right, so all you new people, you realize if there's going to be silhouettes for a painting, where do you get the silhouettes? You get them from our website,
Right.
mimosasmasterpieces.com.
Yes.
All one word, mimosasmasterpieces.com.
So,
and the silhouettes would be free. They don't have to order
right.
kits to
So
get
I'm going to give you the sketch of the shoes, the slippers, and the silhouettes of the monkeys and the witch. I'm going to give you both.
Okay, and what you would get is an email that
Right.
has all of that stuff in it. But it says you got to pay $1, but you use the promo code self-care in caps, all caps.
You got it.
And that takes the $1 off, so it's free. So you'll get the email with all of the facts and everything that you need about that event, and included will be the silhouettes.
You got it. All right, I'm going to come over this area. A little curve on the top right of this side of the lens. And then we're going to do a couple little curved lines inside the lens. But I want you to go right over that arm of the, that diagonal that we made.
Yeah.
We're going to go right over it. Oh, I don't have enough white on there. So, white right over it. Do maybe 2 or 3 of those lines.
Does it matter if they don't have enough white left?
What you could do if you don't have any white left on this is just maybe rinse and dry your brush and take a dry brush and kind of pull the paint off. That might help until you have white again. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So again, like 2 or 3 little highlight marks on there. And then we're going to, let's work on our sand. We'll finish our sand and a little bit of outlining if you want to outline a little bit of your flip-flops, but let's do sand first.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go back to my large flat brush. We're going to go back to this flat brush. Now it's been rinsed and dried, so I'm going to kind of, I say fluff it. So I like to kind of smush it around in my hand, fluff those bristles up a little bit so they're a little bit messy.
Okay.
Okay. You could do this with a sponge. If you guys have an old sponge and you just want to sponge paint this, you can do that. We're going to stipple. So I'm going to start with taking that brush. I'm going to take a little bit of the original sand color that we made. So a little bit of that sand color.
Yeah.
And a tiny bit. I'm going to lightly tap that original brown that I have. And I'll tap it on my plate first, just in case there's a big glob of paint on there. I kind of tap it off. And then I'll go right.
You don't want a big glob of paint on your brush.
Right. We just want like the tips of our bristles with that paint on there.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to start under the nose area of our glasses. And we're just going to tap. I'm going to hold my canvas. We're just going to tap that color in there.
So you're just tapping, you're not brushing.
right? I'm not brushing, I'm just tapping.
All
So
right,
this
let's,
is,
get your hand out
there
the
you
way so
go.
they can see it.
This is called stippling. So we're just taking a little bit of that original brown and a little bit of that brown that we made, or tan that we made for our sand, and I'm just tapping that color in.
I got it zoomed all the way in so they can see
Good.
the
So
difference.
I'm going to come right over the areas that I want to cover up. So we're making a little mound of sand here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like too. It looks like little grains of sand.
Right. Yep. Now, if you really want to, you can do this tapping and cover your entire canvas just to give it that granular look.
Yes.
It's up to you, but I'm just going to do this area to start.
Underneath the flip-flops.
Underneath my flip-flops and underneath my glasses. Again, taking that tan color and a little bit of that darker brown color. And we're going to, it's okay, it goes over the edge or the bottom edge of your glasses and under those flip-flops. We're kind of covering up all those edges. It's amazing what sand does, isn't it?
Yeah, so that makes it look like somebody took the flip-flops and jammed them into the sand.
That's right, exactly.
And then somebody put the sunglasses in between the flip-flops.
You got it. So we're just going to keep...
it sort of also looks like there's somebody that is buried in the sand.
It could be.
But somebody just put the flip-flops on top. Because the flip-flops don't have any feet in them.
That's right. So you can bring this all the way down if you want to. Again, this is all up to you now. So we're going to do these two colors first. That original brown and the tan that we mixed. Now, if you have white, I do like to kind of touch the top edge with some of that white. And I'll show you that next.
There's a little sand mound.
Yep, a little bit of sand mound.
I guess they're marking their territory on the beach. They made a little sand
Isn't that
mound.
what you guys do? This is my spot. Don't come near me over here.
No, we put the blanket down and say this is the spot. And some people, they make a little mound and they take their flip-flops and stick them in the sand and say this is our spot. And then they lay their blankets and everything down and their little folding chairs. And
So same technique. I'm just going to grab a tiny bit of my white on there, tapping that brush into my white if you have white left. And I'm going to tap it on my plate just to get some of it off of my brush in case there's some big globs of paint on there.
okay.
Start with light taps right across the top edge. Light taps right across the top edge.
Just tapping.
Yep, light taps first. As you start to use your paint on your brush, you can tap a little bit harder. The harder you tap, the more your bristles will spread out.
Okay.
Okay? And you can kind of hear those taps. And I'm just going to bring it down a little bit. So it's sort of blending that white into those other colors.
Okay.
Right? Alright, I'm going to come and do same thing back here. So back right along my shoreline. I do want to get some of that darker color first. So that darker color first along my shoreline. So a little bit of the dark and a little bit of our original tan. A little of that original tan and our brown. And then I'll grab my white and do the same thing. And I'm just going to go right over the edge of my sand and my water to blend that area. So I'm tapping into the water, into the sand, into the water, into the sand.
With what color?
I just grabbed a little bit of white. So it's going to blend some of that sand color into our water.
Yeah, they can see it once you move your hand.
Start with light pressure first, and then you can kind of increase your pressure as you start to use the paint on your brush.
Okay.
And like I said, there's no rules. So if you want to continue and do these other areas with that tapping, go right ahead. You can finish.
All you're doing is putting a little bit of paint on the tips, and then
Right.
you're just tapping it in there.
Yep. That's
And
it.
if they put too much paint on it, then what happens?
You'll get like kind of a glob of paint, so you'll want to keep kind of tapping it and then moving it in another area and tapping over it. That's all. Not a big deal.
Okay.
Not
That
a
sounds like
big
something
deal.
Bob Ross would do.
Not a big deal.
First, we just put a glob of paint on the canvas. Then we'll take our paint from there.
That's what you can do.
Still nice and easy. Having a wonderful time. It's one of my favorite things.
All right.
Can't wait to dress up like Bob Ross.
I can't wait until you dress up like Bob Ross.
Just make sure I get my palette
Uh-huh.
with those scrapey things that he has.
Scrapey things.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of
Palette knife.
scraping.
Scraping.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little
Sounds
bit
horrible.
of scraping. And then I'm gonna take one of those brushes
And go.
and I'm gonna make it all wet, and then I'm gonna go.
Maybe we don't need to make it wet. We can just, you can just hear the sound.
No, you can't make the sound without it
You
being
just
wet.
splash everything everywhere.
That's right. I'm gonna splash, make a
Oh
little
my
mess. I'm gonna get my jeans all wet.
Oh my gosh. All
See if I can
right.
pick up more of his mannerisms.
Awesome.
Yeah, Pam.
What'd she
She
say?
said she's painting and you're in the sand, Mark. I remember
Most
she
likely.
don't like sand.
Yeah, exactly.
She don't like sand. That's what happens. We go to the beach. You got to set it up for her to come off the boardwalk and get down there and give her a chair or something without her having to sit and touch the sand.
I know. You know how crazy was that? Well, how many years ago was that we finally did that? That we brought chairs to the
Yeah,
beach.
you bought the folding chair so you could sit down in this, but you don't want to be on the sand.
I don't. But it was like, oh, a chair this is so much better. But
Yeah.
not like a sand chair. I don't want to sit down in the sand.
Right, she wants a folding chair.
I don't want to sit on a blanket. I don't want.
I can sit in the sand, roll around in the
Ugh,
sand. I don't
ugh.
care. Go in the water, come out, get the sand all over you,
Ugh.
get wet.
Ugh. Yuck.
She don't want that. She
No.
don't want no sand. That's how we figured it out the last time. We got the chair for her.
I was like, oh, this is so much better.
Maybe now we'll get something like sort of like a tent or a canopy that's closed in, so when
Yeah.
it's windy, the sand won't blow on her.
I just need a beach with a boardwalk. You go on the beach, and I'll go on the boardwalk.
Right, and then maybe we'll get
Okay.
her a chair. She sit in the chair for a little while, and then go back up on the boardwalk.
I'll go walk the boardwalk. I'll go play some games. I'll go.
She can't help it. Aiden loves the beach. He loves the sand. So
I
she's
do
gonna
it
be
for
down there
you.
with him because he's gonna want to get in the water and
I
get
do
all
it for
wet.
you guys. Oh gosh.
No, you got to give her credit though. She's gone out to the water.
I did.
She's gotten knocked down by waves.
Oh yes, I have. Got knocked down. I've run out of the water like crazy because something got me, touched me. Ugh. Ugh.
There was nothing but a little bit of seaweed.
There was fish. There was jellyfish.
Oh yeah, there was jellyfish.
Yeah, see?
Jellyfish.
You're like, oh look, there's jellyfish. What?
Piece of floating wood.
Piece of floating.
Piece of floating wood touched her and she thought it was a shark or some kind of fish or a crab or something. She
That was
didn't know
not
what it
funny.
was. Didn't like the sand getting all caught up on her. Now that she gets out the water, the sand's getting all up her leg. Oh no. Oh God, I gotta put my sneakers back on. There's sand and oh God, there's sand all in my shoes. I can't get back in my car with sand on me.
Oh my gosh. Give me a
Yeah.
pool any day. I'll take a pool.
Yeah,
over.
pool. That'll
Yeah.
be perfect. Pool is perfect. Beach is not perfect.
I get it. I like the sound. I like to see the shells. I'll walk I'll walk on the, I'll walk over there for a little while, then that's it. I'm good. All right, guys. Last step. Almost.
Alright.
If you want to add a little bit of outline to your flip-flops, you can do that. Of course, you don't have to. And I'm just going to take that tiny, tiny brush, rinsed and dried, and throw some light outlines on there. So tiny brush, rinsed and dried. And we can do, I like to do that broken line. So I'm kind of doing a little bit of an outline, and then I lift my brush and leave a little space, and do a little outline and leave a little space.
Now you see how she does, you guys?
What?
She don't like the sand, but she's gonna paint it for you. She'll paint the sand and she'll paint the beach.
Of course they will. And if you want to kind of do a little outline on those the straps, you certainly can.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Let me check the time. Oh, okay, it's 1 hour 45 minutes and counting.
He's stretching. He's just stretching.
Yep, he's starting to come out of his sleep. He's starting to come out of his malaise.
Oh my.
He's going to wake up and start saying, oh wait, it's about 2 hours. And Mommy's still painting? What's going on here?
Gonna outline my glasses a little bit too.
Yeah, Sherry Sanderson says,
Hi, Sherry.
based on the sun, the shadows are strange.
It's true. Yes. So
But
you're
that's, but see, when we started, one of the things that I said when we started was that it's not about perfection, it's all about expression.
yeah. So your sun would really be all the way over here to cast the light on this side.
Absolutely.
That's right.
But we're not being perfect here. We're just doing it for what? Just for effect?
Yeah, we always want to show like kind of a highlight and a shadow on everything, but no, she's right.
Of course she's right. But this is why we say it's not a class, it's a session. And there are no rules, so that means that it doesn't really matter that it's, I mean, unless you want to be that way, but it's not
Yeah,
supposed to be
you
perfect.
You can change your sun. You can
change
move
the
your sun
direction
over
of your
here
sun.
and put, make it real bright over here.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's just not what we're going for. It's just painting for fun.
All right. A little bit of outlining around those little straps if you want.
Yes, Suzanne Bergeson Anderson. She said exactly why I did my shadows and highlights a little differently.
That's good.
That's right. Yeah, for a minute there, I thought Rascal was stirring up. He's giving you another 12 minutes. He is you laughing, but he's serious.
All right.
Okay, now Pamela Myers Thompson says, is there a way to clear the canvas to start over?
To start over, you're probably, depending on how far you are, if you want to, is it just because of the sun thing, or is it that you want to, a whole entire clean canvas? If so, I would say let it dry.
Right.
And then just paint over it with white. Or a lot of people like to paint over it with black and then use a lot of white to paint on it.
Right.
But I would just say paint over with white if you want to.
Or whatever it is you're trying to do, maybe be a little more specific about what's the reason why you want to clear the canvas to start over.
You can certainly take a damp towel and try and wipe it off.
Right.
But
that's only if it's still wet, right?
Even if I take like a brush with water on it and I keep going back and forth over it, it'll pull the paint off of it. And your last step.
Well, like Angela Radford says here, shadow from the flash on the camera.
There you go. See, you can always make a reason. You can always, there's no right or wrong.
Well, like Sherry, okay, Sherry's being technical. She's going, everyone is a teacher and everyone's a learner. You never stop learning, and you can give a technique someone might not know about.
Yeah.
And I'm part of a small beginners painting group, so it's chock full of both.
There you go.
It's all open to interpretation.
That's right.
But we make it known here since the day one when we started that this is not a class, it's not a tutorial, it's a session. So there's no rules. And when there's no rules, that means anything applies. The laws of physics do not apply here. We do whatever we want here, we put it any way we want. And you can interpret it any way you like, it's up to you.
All right.
Okay, she says she really messed it up and wants to try it again.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay. I mean, so I would say at this point, there was a lot of paint on your canvas. Let it dry completely. Paint over it with white. If you are at the store, if you're like at a craft store often, a lot of people like to buy gesso. Gesso is kind of a thicker paint. It kind of will fill in the little crevices on your canvas and it'll cover what's on your canvas. So you have a new canvas. Some people paint over it in black when it's completely dry, like I said, and you just lighten up your colors to do it that way.
Right.
This would probably look kind of cool, actually, but you'd have to use a lot of white in all of your colors to make it work. Or you paint over it with white, a titanium white, not a mixing white, so that it'll cover.
Right, but now, it also comes down to why you think you messed it up.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you just need to walk away from it, or just take a step back for a second.
Sometimes walking away for a minute will give you a different perspective when you walk back in to see it too.
It's just like Suzanne is saying here. There's always things to love, and things that you might want to change.
Oops.
So if you created it, it's perfect for you.
It's true. I love you guys. All right, so our very last thing is just sign and date your painting wherever you'd like to do it. I'm using the bottom right or bottom left hand side, my initials and the year. And I did put a post up already for you to add your photos as comments on that in the Facebook event.
Right.
And then I put the other post I put up there, as Abby was asking about, was the swag spinner, so the giveaways.
That's right.
So if we have enough tips and donations, then I'll purchase the flip flop necklace. I think it's like $70. But it's a picture of me holding up my many thanks cards. There's a tip jar donation link there. We'll do a spinner tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then it's Saturday at some point. And we'll do a giveaway.
Yeah, Pamela's saying, my sky turned out great.
Yay!
She said, the flip-flops in the sand is beyond hell. That's your interpretation. I'm pretty sure somebody else is going to look at it and go, wow, that's pretty good. It always happens like that to people.
So
what I suggest is that you're already on our page, click on the photo section, and look at all of the different photos of all of the different paintings that people have done, because we put the photos in there of everybody that paints with us. And you just take a look at all of the different paintings, and then maybe you'll feel better about your painting.
You can always, instead of having this angled shape, if you want to paint, grab white, paint white, let it dry first, paint white over it, and do kind of a more oval shape or a round shape on the top and a slightly oval shape on the bottom. So you have almost like you're doing a big figure 8, let's say.
Okay.
So that you have that rounded shape instead of that rectangular shape. And maybe that will make it, maybe that you can paint over that and instead of scrapping the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's a really need to scrap the whole thing.
No.
Unless that's what you really feel strongly about.
Of course.
Because there's no mistakes in painting.
And if there is,
and
they're
she
fixable.
did Frank. Okay, she did Frank. So she's saying Frank turned out good and I was really happy with it. And that's what it always comes down to, is whether you're really happy with it. If you're not happy with something, it might have something to do with your way of thinking and not your way of doing.
Well, yeah, listen, we all, like I said, we all everything is not going to be exactly as we like it, I sometimes have to walk away from a painting and just say, leave it alone for today.
And believe me, she has.
I have. Like, there's some paintings I'll go, ugh, this one's going to be a tough one today, because it was like a struggle to get through me to paint the sample. But, like I'm trying to think of a good one that was.
Polar Express.
Oh, Polar Express.
Okay?
I was like,
I had to talk her through Polar Express.
Polar Express
She did it, and then she was like, I'm throwing this in the garbage. I was like, oh, come on. That's being pretty harsh. And she just had to paint it over. Okay.
Twice.
And then there was Pickle Rick. Okay. And I was like, well, this is Pickle Rick. It's a picture. Here's a picture of Pickle Rick. And she's like, nope, too much. It's just too much.
Yeah. Sometimes.
You had to talk her through it. She had to walk away from it. And then she came back and says, okay, I sort of like it now. Okay. And she took a day away from it.
Yeah, there's days that there's nights that I can come, when it's really quiet. Aiden might be away, Mark's asleep, and I can come down here for hours and I can just knock out 3, 4, 5 paintings in a night and just have it going. Like when you're in that zone and moment, you go with it. And then there's other nights that, I don't know, I can't, it's just not the time. You have to be in that moment, in the time, making the time. So sometimes when I feel stressed or rushed to make something and do something, definitely doesn't always help the process. So, so I have to set myself up. I have to make some time and go, okay, I'm preparing myself for, I want to do this, and this week. And some days I get those paintings in and sometimes I do not. Which is why you're getting the orcas and the koi paintings that we did a few months ago.
She was on a roll, and she was just kicking out the paintings. They were coming out.
We were.
But then when she doesn't, then she gets frustrated, and I'm just like, take it easy.
I do.
Just take a deep breath, walk away from it.
And it's not a lack of ideas, because you guys have.
Oh yeah, we got a book full of all your suggestions and ideas.
Book of ideas.
I have a composition book full.
I mean, it's time, so certainly. It's time consuming. So yes, sample painting. It could take me a half an hour to do a painting that it may take us 2 hours to do. But teaching it is different than me painting it. Or it could take me like 4 hours to get through something because I'm jumping from one task to another.
Yes.
And then I go, well, how long does that really going to take us to paint? So, there's just different processes that we go through. And then creating an event on the back end of things takes a lot longer than just painting a sample and, putting it up on Facebook. It's all of those things that I messed up today. Putting the event together, putting the documents together, adding it as an item to the website, blah, 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 blah.
Now, Jennifer Mitchell says, I use Mod Podge when I'm done to seal my painting so it looks nice.
Okay.
And plus it will protect from stuff.
That helps.
And Laura says, anyone who is interested in Erin Bunn Paints is doing a Phoenix tomorrow at 8 o'clock on Twitch. It will be available on YouTube sometime after that.
Okay.
All right. And Pamela says, thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Thanks for everything. I'll see you back here tomorrow night for Fiona. And Abby says, this was fun.
Hi, Abby.
How was your day, Miss Jennifer? I also loved the painting apron and Rascal.
Aw, thank you. It was good. You know what? It was better after I got home, and even better after I started hanging out with you.
Exactly.
That's what I look forward to every day.
Exactly. Roxanne O'Brien says yes. Oh, Roxanne O'Brien says, this has been so much fun. Thank you.
Wow, you're welcome, guys.
And Brittany Lynn Bagley says, yes, thanks. Had a lot of fun. Several sips of wine.
There you go.
Diane Chestnut Wood said, I attended your class for the first time and I really enjoyed it.
Good.
We attended our session. That's good.
Good job.
Yeah, see, and Suzanne Bergeson Anderson says, my dogs are telling me it's 6 p.m. California time, meaning it's time to feed them. That's how they are.
Yeah.
That's how they get it.
Totally.
They said time's up.
I don't even know if Rascal was fed yet, to be honest. That's kind of crazy.
No, he's been fed because he's still laid out. Rascal's been pretty good today. Okay? See, look, here's Rascal right now. He's laid out. See? Rascal's laid out, okay? He's like, I'm done. Long as I'm by mommy's feet. Now we got still about 1 minute to go before we get to the time where he says, oh, it's time. So right now he's still laying there.
I usually go, all right, everybody, it's time to sign and date your painting, and we're done.
Everything's over, and then Rascal gets up, but he must have been tired from all the activity he had today, so he's laid out. That's where you're going to find him. He's always down at Jennifer's feet.
So we do have in our swag shop, or merch shop, whatever you want to call it, we added the plush Rascals.
Yep, there he is right there.
And for Valentine's Day, through Valentine's Day, we're going to send your pets a mini bag of Valentine treats.
Oh, cool.
From Rascal to your puppy. Right, Rascals?
All right.
Right, Rascal?
But we want to thank everybody from...
There he is.
Oh, there he goes. There he is. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you?
Right, boy.
He waits to the 2-hour mark. It's 2 hours and 50 seconds.
I just said his name.
Yep, you said his name.
And right, Rascal.
Made him jump right up.
Good boy. Right.
Aw. Laura Cocorlo Swanson says, I missed tonight, but it's good to see you and hear Mark's voice.
Well, thanks for popping on. Just come on back in a few minutes. The video will be up in a couple of minutes for you. Right? Say it's okay. It's okay if you miss it. It's okay. You never miss it.
Right. Grandma Pat said, I love the orcas.
Yeah.
I did them already.
Yes.
Everyone loves my pictures, so did it with the boardwalk.
Good job. Oh my goodness.
Now he's objecting. He's saying, okay, aren't you done? Why are you still standing there? What's happening? So are you done?
It's okay.
Do I get my mommy back now?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so we did beach night. We got through it. We love you guys. We want to thank you for joining us tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow.
Sounds good.
We're going to be doing Fiona.
Fiona the Hippo.
That's on Zoom.
And what did I get for swag for Fiona the Hippo?
Yeah, what did you get for swag for Fiona the Hippo?
I posted it in the event too, but...
Oh, you did?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They're chocolate hippos, or they're like hippo biscuits.
Hippo biscuits.
And they're pretty darn good.
Oh my God. What is it? Happy Hippo.
Happy Hippos.
Happy Hippo what?
Biscuits.
Oh my God.
But they're filled with like cocoa and I don't know, but they're really tasty. So we have hippo biscuits for our giveaways for our
You're going to give people happy
hippo painting tomorrow for those who donate aside from their fee.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. Right.
Okay. Thank you guys
All
for
right,
joining
guys.
us tonight.
Everyone have a great night, and we'll see you guys back tomorrow night.
All right. Finish
Bye,
your self-care
Rascal.
Thursdays. Be good to yourselves, everybody.
Yes.
Love you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.